What is up, YouTube? JT here, Teal's Garage. Today is 360 day. So I started playing around in another video. I gave a little quick glimpse, but this is what I got going on with this thing. So I took the water pump off, right? I think this is literally a brand new engine that was never ran. I mean, typically, I don't know if you can see that because the lighting kind of sucks. Typically, when an engine's been ran with a water pump, like it gets that built up gunk and varnish, and you can just see, you can just tell. But this thing's like brand new still. Yeah, the impellers have got some rust on them, but the bearing feels nice. I bet you this thing would probably leak if you tried to use it, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I might try to use it. Same thing with this fuel pump. You might be able to squirt some Deep Creep or something in there, work it around, but I mean, there's rust. There's no wear. It's rust. Like, even though if it sat, you would be able to see a wear spot from that cam lobe. And I mean, I could try cleaning it up better, but the other thing I think why this is a brand new engine, not ran, is because look at these spark plugs. They're wet because I sprayed some Deep Creep on them. If you know anything about a spark plug, let me get you in better light. It's dirty. I don't know why it won't focus. That spark plug has never been fired. And all of them down that whole bank, the whole driver bank, they're all brand new spark plugs. I think this poor engine was put together, assembled, ready to rock and roll, put in that car, the blue car, if you know what I'm talking about, the 73 Satellite that I just acquired, left for doom. It's really sad, really. So I'm gonna disassemble this engine and see if it's a saver or not. I may save it for just a rebuildable core, but it's such a shame that somebody spent all that time and money to put this thing together, and then it just got left to the wayside in condensation sitting in a barn. Not ruined it, but ruined it. But like, I'm not worried about valves and valve springs or these rocker shafts. I may save the shafts because they may clean up, but these stamped steel rockers I'm just going to throw away. I have lots of those. Honestly, depending on how bad the shafts and stuff are, I might just throw away all the valve train, just because I have a bunch of it. And depending on how I go anyway, I may buy the adjustable roller rockers for the top end. So I got to get these off, see, because the oil runs through these. So if they're all rusted and gummy, there's no sense of messing with them. They're pretty plentiful. I have piles of them. So I'll probably end up just canning them. I may save the hold down hardware, but like I said, I have a lot of that stuff too. So I'm not too worried about that. If I can save the push rods, I may save those. They may clean up with some steel wool, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna get disassembling this a little bit more. I gotta call my one buddy, see if he's got a harmonic balancer puller, because I don't have one. One of the tools in my arsenal that I never really keep around. I should really own one, but I've always ever borrowed one from the same guy. You'd think by now I would just own my own, but I don't do enough engines to where I've ever felt it was worth buying one. So a lot of stuff I get, I don't ever take the bottom ends apart. I just regasket the tops. I take that back. I do enough of them where I take the harmonic balancer out to do the timing cover, but there has been times in the past where I don't mess with the timing cover, no nothing, just put head gaskets and intake and send it home until it blows. So and I've never had a real built engine, so I'm really curious to see what's inside this one. And that 360, I think I may have showed it. I may not have showed it. I will eventually show it if I haven't shown it. But that's bored 40 thousandths over. Has pistons, rod, connecting, or yeah, getting ahead of myself with my vocabulary. But that is pistons, connecting rods, crank, and a good block. It's dirty, needs to be cleaned. It has a Mopar Performance purple shaft in it with matching lifters. So whatever engine I put together here shortly, whether that engine goes in the blue car or goes into the yellow car, I'm not hinting at anything there, but whatever direction I go, I'm going to steal that purple shaft out of that, because I have a Comp Cam Extreme Energy 525 305. Well, I think it's 305 duration, or if you advance the cam it's like 283, or that's backward, it's a 525 283, but if you advance the cam it makes the duration a 305. I don't know, it's a really big camshaft and big and stupid, and for an automatic it's useless. So for me, if I use that cam in whatever engine, small block, I want to make sure it's got a big bore in it so it can be utilize it. I want to make sure it's got good compression, and a stick, because they say that on that cam card it don't come to life till like 2800 RPM. So in a stick car down low, you know, you'll have that, you know, 1500 RPM range where, and nobody might not be home, but where a stick car you can leave it to 2500 having fun, and it should still be with a stick on the street. It should still be okay drivable, but definitely going to be a manual brake car because it says it don't make very good vacuum, but it'll have that thump. We're all about the thump. I know they make better cams, whatever. That's what I got, and that's what I got on the shelf, and that's what I'm going to use. And if it's a total fail, then it's a total fail. I really don't care. But I'm going to tear this apart a little bit more, and I'll get back with you. But yeah, we'll call this the deconstruction of the 72 360. So I'll be back with you guys soon. Hello, folks at the YouTube. I got to show you this. This isn't staged at all, I promise you. I don't know if this light's messing with it, but you see that carburetor bolt? The front ones I already took out. This is how I found this, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just me. But I came back here, and that's how tight. Even this one over here, that's how tight the damn carburetor bolts were. This thing really was, I'm thinking more and more, was a brand new engine. It's just a shame that no one got to fire it and use it and enjoy it. I've had a bolt break off. I'm hoping I can get that out. I think some serious heat and weld a nut to it and should be able to get it to come out. I'll mess with it. If I can't get it to go easily, then I'll have one of my buddies or something that's a lot better with that do it. But yeah, and look at these push rods. They are just awful. But I wanted to, before I got too far ahead, I wanted to bring you guys back, and I'm gonna get these push rods out. Then we're gonna pop that carburetor off right now. Like I said, I hope the extra light isn't being weird, but this carburetor's no good, so I don't really care about it. Oh, nice 4-barrel intake. This one's actually a square bore, not a spread bore. I think I'm looking at it right, or you guys could see better up there than me. Does that look like a square bore? When I get it down and off there, I'll be able to look at it. It don't look small in the front, small in the back. Maybe it is. I can't remember if all stock intakes are Quadrajet pattern. Apologize. Thermoquad. But half you guys need to realize those carburetors were made for Chevrolet, not Chrysler originally, and then Chrysler bought them. So, little history for you. Me personally, I'm a Holley guy. I like my Holleys. So, not that I know a lot about them, I just know they run good. And there's a reason why every high performance application runs a Holley. Edelbrocks are alright, but I don't know. For as easy they're supposed to be used, I seem to always get the junk ones. So, but I'm gonna get this tore down some more. Catch you then. Well, let's hope I don't drop you guys. But I'm curious. I really want to get this shot with you guys in here. Maybe I'll just set you guys down in here, so if the camera falls, it won't be so bad. Hang on, I'm making a disaster. But what I'm trying to do is set you guys up, because I want to see how hard this intake comes off. Everything else just came off so much easier. I want to try to get this on camera. Well, it ain't coming off that easy. Everything else has been really easy, so that's why I wanted to see. Oh no, I can see the silicone now in the corners. That's really old. Alright. Plan 2. Let me go grab a pry bar. This one ought to do it. More leverage, more better. Maybe I got too much. How about we got all the intake bolts out? Wouldn't that be something? I thought I took it out, but I guess not. What an idiot. Alright. I thought I had taken all of them out, but I overlooked that one. I broke it free, got it loose, but didn't take it out. Not that that was holding me up. Somebody glued this intake on pretty good, let me tell you. Also, hardware all bagged. You have to label it still, but I bagged it all. Just gotta tag it. But see, I'm giving this thing a few wraps. Bar might be a little long. There it is. That actually wasn't that bad. Now here's for the fun part. These godforsaken things are 1,000,000 pounds. Let's see if I can blow my back out. No, that is a correction, looking at it better. That is a slight spread bore. It's more on the square bore-ish, but you can tell the front. When this is in the light, I'll get you guys out here. But you can still see the back bowls are bigger. Good spot for that. Man, oh man. She's so rusty. The lifters are stuck in the bores. Turn the light on. But I'm gonna vacuum all that out. But I mean, it's got a Mopar Performance purple shaft in there. I don't know if you can catch that purple right there. I don't know if you see it. It's hard to hold the light and show you, but I'll point right by my finger and I'll shine the light in there better. But see the purple on the shaft? It's probably a Mopar Performance purple shaft in it. That was a big thing. That engine has the same thing, and I have one in my shed, and yeah. I mean, I'll pull the cam out to verify, but seeing that purple though, and I think you can see it. Like I said, it's right there. So I'm pretty sure it's a purple shaft. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all my other ones I have are purple just like that. Look at the intake. The intake is still raw cast iron. Like I said, I think this engine was built and it was never ever fired. What a shame. Call it the 360 that never got a chance. But yeah, alright, I'm going to play with this some more, and I'll come back once I got a head off. I'm curious to see if it's got an overbore. That's the biggest thing. Oh, we got a head off. I'll have to vacuum in here better. Don't know the code. I think it's right there, maybe. I always forget. It might be right here. Sorry if this is terrible. Somewheres in that intake runner there should be a J, unless they moved them. I don't remember on these. But I'm pretty sure that casting mark right there is a J head. But I thought there was another one in here, and I'm not seeing it. But I don't know, these might be still good usable heads. New valve job, and put them on that other 360 I have. So alright, I'll catch up with you once I have a head off. Alright, YouTube, I will say, not 202, couldn't get lucky enough, but these are 188 valve, and I believe there's still a 160 exhaust. So I'm going to use these heads. Look, there's a brand new head gasket. It didn't even, there's another way to tell that this engine was never fired. What a shame. It's a stock bore. The bores are actually on this side anyway, on the driver bank, odd side. 1357, yeah, 1357, yep. Odd, whatever you want to call it. But I hate to say it, you could probably, you wouldn't be able to, I don't think, use the pistons. Maybe that one would clean up, but I highly doubt it. But you probably could give this block a hone and then do something about that. So yeah, my opinion, this block, I'm not savvy of always having to use them, but in this instance, this engine's a machine shop candidate. If it was not rusty on the inside, I'd almost put it back together and use it for the car, but we'll steal the heads off from it. Harmonic balancer, the pulley, timing cover, maybe even the engine mounts. I don't know. They're solid mounts, but give it more of that racy car feel. Now I'll probably put regular rubber isolated mounts on it, but to do anything else with this block though, it needs to go see a machine shop. And I hate to say it, but it looks like, I don't know, maybe somebody had the heads done. But I mean, I don't know how, if you could see all that nice clean casting. This is rust up here, but I think, I've never messed with one. And let me know if you guys would like to see it in action. But I might put these heads in like electrolysis, I think is how you say it, tank. You know, put a piece of metal in there, some wire, some baking soda. I think that's it. Water, baking soda, and some copper wire. And then you hook a jumper cable, or not jumper cables, but battery pack to it, or a battery tender charger, whatever, and you just let them go and soak. Maybe I'll do that. I also have, we'll go into the cabinet here, see if I can find it quick. But I have this rust removing gel stuff I wanted to try. Maybe we'll try this first. Dissolves rust. I've never used it, but I don't know if it's gonna cut it on that heads, but we can try that first. You know, put them in a tub, soak them down with that. I'll get the gaskets off, obviously, but yeah, these babies look like they've, look how clean that is. That was ran, it wouldn't be that clean. The gasket wouldn't be pulling off as nice as it is. You know, it's, and this would all have combustion, you know, soot on it. So these are brand spanking new, brandy new. That is wild. Well, it's the first set of built heads I've ever had. So the biggest downfall with this one, like I said, I broke that bolt off, and I even took the time to break them all free with a ratchet, and that one just was stuck enough. So we'll get these bad boys cleaned up. I'll fish that broken stud out of there, and we'll use these on the 40 over block. Probably with that size of the cam that I want to use, and the 40 over, it might be that the heads might not be enough for that cam. So I don't know. Maybe we won't use that big camshaft, and I'll save it for something else some other day, and we'll just leave the purple shaft that's in it with these heads, the 40 thousandths over bore with a stick behind it. I think that'd be a pretty fun little hot rod. Excuse me. Like I said, every time I pick the camera up, I always have to burp. Don't understand. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe this will get a, I don't know if you guys know, but I think it's Summit or Jegs. They could be talking out their ass, but 360 stroker kit, 412. Maybe we do a 412 stroke? Huh? Maybe? I don't know. Even these surfaces look like they're machined nice. It is such a shame that this happened to this engine. This probably would have been a real nice runner. Like there's no ridge there at all, zero. It's almost like this was a crate engine, if I had to guess. But it's not. I don't know. But that's where we're gonna end this one. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. I know I didn't rip the whole thing down. I still need to get a pulley puller, or a harmonic balancer puller, whatever you want to call it. I just wanted to see what was going on inside this thing and what heads it had, and it was just, not call it a filler video, but just get you guys something. I've been slacking a little bit with the filming. Let me know what you guys think. Or should we get this engine rebuilt eventually sooner for maybe the yellow car? Make that a stroker motor for the yellow car. I don't know. And put some, you know, X heads or something on it, or get a set of J heads with 202s in it. But I think we're going to use these heads on the other engine I have. And like I said, we'll grab the timing cover. We'll get a new water pump, whatnot for it. We'll clean this garbage all up. And maybe to give it that more racy car, maybe we'll use these mounts. Put a rubber mount on a tranny. Or maybe we'll just use one mount on the driver's side, put a rubber mount on this side, and yeah. But I'm rambling. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Like, subscribe, all that happy stuff. Like I said, trying to grow the channel. Eventually, I guess you could say we'll leave in here for a hidden message. I wouldn't mind going to No Name one day. Gotta have 500 subs. So if you ever want to see me go to No Name Nationals, if you know what that is, leave a like, and maybe we can get there one day. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. But wait, there's more. We can't end the engine disassembly yet. I just want to show you guys actually how bad this thing is, and then we can go back to the ending, or we'll put this in before the ending. How about that? What a shame. Was a windage tray engine, so I'm going to rob the hardware out of it for the other one. And I think I already showed them. That's the carnage, because I had to beat the ever-living piss out of everything to get it out of there. But that's, you can't really see it. That's number 8. This thing's junk. Not junk, but the whole bottom end's junk. I think I'm going to pull the crank and pistons out of it, leave the main caps, and we got a block to build someday, but I'm gonna throw away that crank and all the rods and all. That's all garbage. So I'm not gonna use them. I think though we might use them motor mounts, or at least one, and put a rubber one on the other side so it doesn't torque over. That might be a nice little cheater trick. Somebody has put the time into making them. The only thing I might do different is clean this up and put a plate on this edge, tie it in better. Maybe. I don't know if I'll be able to. We'll have to look into that. But anyway, continue the video. Yeah, so just so you know, you find an old rusty deal, this is what happens. But like I said, we'll get back to the video for the ending or something. I don't know. If not, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. You know how it goes. You get to where you think you're ending the video and it's not the end of the video. But we'll see you next time.